Methods of preparation of ointments. What are the various methods for the preparation of ointments? Majorly, we have about some 4 methods. Trituration, otherwise called as the incorporation, fusion technique, chemical reaction, and emulsification. Trituration is a very simple technique. We can incorporate both the solid medicament or liquid medicament into the ointment base. Fusion technique involves some heating process in a water bath only, of course. Here one important thing, we have to mix the ingredients. You have to melt the ingredients in the decreasing order of their melting point. Decreasing order of melting point. Third one, chemical reaction. One by one we will see that now. Trituration, otherwise called as the incorporation. We have tile and spatula method and mortar and pestle method. Tile and spatula method is for the solid medicament. For the incorporation of the solid medicament in the ointment base, we are using the tile and spatula method. For the incorporation of the liquid medicament, we prefer to use mortar and pestle. Okay? And next one, fusion technique. It involves some heating process. And example, simple ointment and wool alcohol ointment. Wool alcohol ointment is prepared by fusion technique. Chemical reaction technique. For example, iodine, it is leaving a stain on the skin. Okay? So that we don't want. After applying the iodine ointment, we don't want stain on the skin. In such a case, we have to use a principle of chemical reaction so that we are preparing non-staining iodine ointment. It is not leaving any stain on the skin. Whereas the strong iodine ointment, it leaves the stain on the skin. It leaves the stain on the skin, color on the skin. So that this is used in the veterinary practice. Strong iodine ointment in the veterinary practice for the animal purpose. And non-staining iodine ointment is for the human use. One more method, emulsification, is also a technique to prepare the ointments. First one, trituration, we can prepare the sulfur ointment by using the tile and spatula method. We are using at a strength of 10% weight by weight. Incorporation of the drug. Sublimed sulfur we are taking about 10 grams, adding with the 90 grams of the simple ointment. One by one, we'll see all these things now. Methods for the preparation of the ointments. Trituration, we'll see in detail about the trituration method. We can use either tile and spatula method. This is a tile and this is simple spatula, a knife-like structure. Or we can use the mortar and pestle method. If you want to incorporate the solid medicament, preferably we can use the tile and spatula method. For the liquid medicament incorporation, we can use the mortar and pestle. Sometimes some substances we have to ligate with the liquid paraffin or glycerol. Mix it thoroughly and incorporate into the base. So like this we can do depending upon the drug you have to choose it. Let us see one simple method, that is the preparation of the sulfur ointment. Sulfur ointment contains 10% of the sulfur and 90% of simple ointment. For example, let us take some 10 grams of sulfur, 90 grams of simple ointment. We have to mix these two. Simply what we feel that take 10 grams here, add 90 grams here, mix it thoroughly. Not like that. We cannot have the uniform mixing of the drug. So what is that you have to do? We have to go for the geometric dilution method. First, take this 10 grams of sulfur. And from this 90 grams of simple ointment, take 10 grams approximately. Mix these two with the help of the spatula thoroughly. So what is the total quantity now? We have taken 10 grams of the sulfur and 10 grams of the simple ointment. It has become 20 grams. Now you take 20 grams from the base, you add here. mix thoroughly. Totally it is become 40 grams. Now take 40 grams from here, simple ointment, and add to this mixture. Again, go for the thorough mixing on a tile with the help of a spatula. It has become 80 grams. Now you add the remaining quantity of simple ointment and you mix it here. So that you can have the uniform mixing of the drug throughout the base. So like this, we have to use the geometric dilution method for the incorporation of the solid medicament in the ointment base. Suppose the drug is liquid medicament, we have to use the, we cannot use liquid medicament here. The reason is, if you pour the liquid water label, it is flowing out. So we have to go for the tile and spatula method. You take the liquid here and add the base and mix it thoroughly. Okay? For the incorporation of the liquid medicament in the ointment base, we are using the mortar and pestle method. Sometimes you are taking the help of the levigating agent. Levigation. For that, we are using a mineral oil, liquid paraffin or glycerol. The drug is dispersed in this one and it is formed a mass. That mass is mixed with the ointment base. That is in the process of the levigation. So that's about the trituration. Next, about the fusion technique. Here it involves heating process in a water bath. I told you one important point, you have to mix the ingredient in the decreasing order of melting point. Right. So mix and melt the ingredients in the decreasing order of melting point. For what purpose? To avoid overheating. What are the substances generally we use in the fusion technique? Beeswax, stearic acid, hard paraffin, high molecular weight PEGs. High molecular weight means it is in the form of solid. PEG 2000, PEG 4000 is all in the solid form. And cetyl alcohol, these are all examples of the bases used in the preparation of ointment by using the fusion technique. Okay. Suppose the drug is thermolabile. How do you incorporate into the base with the help of the fusion technique? Drug is thermolabile means it is spoiling at a high temperature. So prepare the ointment and incorporate in the latter stage, in the final stage. Okay. One best example for the fusion technique we'll see now, that is preparation of simple ointment by the technique fusion method. Right? Simple ointment. The ingredients required: wool fat about some 5%, hard paraffin 5%, and cetosyrel alcohol 5%, white soft paraffin 85%. We can use either yellow soft paraffin or white soft paraffin 85% in the preparation of the simple ointment prepared by fusion technique. Here, what I told you, in the preparation of ointment by the process of the fusion technique, you have to mix and melt the ingredients in the decreasing order of melting point. First of all, let us find out what is the melting point of all these four substances. Wool fat around 40, hard paraffin 50 to 57, stearyl alcohol, stearyl alcohol is also 50, white soft paraffin is less, 38, 45 like that, 38 to 45 range is there. Right? Now, so out of all these four, which is having the high melting point? Hard paraffin, cetosyrel alcohol. Take the water bath and keep a beaker in this water bath. You arrange a temperature of around 50 to 55. You add this 5 grams of hard paraffin, 5 grams of cetosyrel alcohol. Mix it thoroughly. It has melted. After melting is over, now reduce the temperature of the water bath to around some 40 or 42. Now you add the remaining wool fat and white soft paraffin. Again, start the mixing process, melting process with continuous mixing. Now, once it is cooled, it is the simple ointment. Right? That is the preparation of simple ointment by the process of the fusion technique. Preparation of ointments by chemical reaction method. Mainly here we have to say about the iodine ointments only. Strong iodine ointment, non-staining iodine ointment. These two are important examination point of view. The mainly non-staining iodine ointment is very important. What is that? We'll see that now. Before going for that, what is this iodine? Iodine in the ointment, it may be available in the free form or combined form. In free form, it is available in the strong iodine ointment. In the combined form, it is available in the non-staining iodine ointment. Iodine basically slightly soluble in fats and oils. Slightly soluble in fats and oils. Iodine up to 2% soluble in fats. Fats contains more amount of the saturated constituents, saturated fatty acids. Oils contains more amount of the unsaturated fatty acids. So fats can dissolve only 2% of the iodine. Right. Iodine, as it is less soluble, we can make it more soluble by mixing with the potassium iodide. On mixing with the potassium iodide, it is forming some polyiodides. Polyiodides KiI2, Ki2I2, Ki3I2, Ki3I2. These are the polyiodides. Even in the Lugol solution also we use this formula. That is iodine and potassium iodide and water. Or iodine, potassium iodide and alcohol. Like this we combine in the solutions also, iodine solutions also. So iodine is slightly soluble, but whereas if you make the polyiodides, we can increase the solubility. That is soluble in water, alcohol and glycerol. Okay? And after this one, we can incorporate these polyiodides in the absorption base. Example of the absorption base, wool alcohol, beeswax, wool fat. So with all these things, we will see the preparation of one ointment, that is strong iodine ointment, official in the British Veterinary Codex. British Veterinary Codex. The first one, iodine. We have taken 4 grams. Just remember, we have taken 4 grams. Okay? And potassium iodide 4 grams. And wool fat 4 grams. Yellow soft paraffin 76 grams. Water 12 grams. You add the iodine and potassium iodide in water. It has formed a solution. Iodine is slightly soluble, less soluble in water, but with the help of the potassium iodide, we made it soluble in the water by forming some polyiodides. Iodine and potassium iodide in water, it forms the polyiodides. Right? Now to this, next one is the wool fat is the absorption base. Yellow soft paraffin is the oleaginous base, or I can say hydrocarbon base. Now we'll see that how to prepare this one. Total quantity is about 100 grams. Right? Out of 100 grams, it is having 4 grams of the iodine. So 4% iodine is present here. Here we are using the yellow soft paraffin. So it contains less amount of the saturated constituents. So it can dissolve only 2 grams. The remaining 2 grams is available in the free form. It is causing the stain on the skin. That's why we use in the treatment of the ringworm in cattle only, not for the human use. Okay, how to prepare this one? Take the iodine in a beaker, potassium iodide in a beaker, add water, mix it thoroughly, get ready with the solution. Now, in the other beaker, you take the wool fat and yellow soft paraffin. You melt these two and incorporate the solution into this molten mass. It has become the strong iodine ointment because it is leaving stain on the skin. We can use in the veterinary purpose only. That is used in the treatment of the ringworm in cattle. That is the preparation of the strong iodine ointment. Next one, non-staining iodine ointment preparation. It contains iodine 5 grams, Arachis oil 15 ml, yellow soft paraffin sufficient quantity. Okay. Now Arachis oil is having lot number of unsaturated fatty acids. Unsaturated fatty acids. What is happening here? Iraqi soil is having the unsaturated fatty acid. Unsaturation is seen here. Okay. Now, iodine is added to this fatty acid which is having the unsaturation. Iodine converts this fatty acid to the saturated fatty acid, diiodosteric acid, converted to the diiodosteric acid. Here you can see the double bond, here you can see the single bond. Here unsaturation, here is the saturation. Okay, so iodine converting the unsaturated fatty acids to the saturated fatty acids. And one more important thing, iodine in the Arachis oil. Suppose it is the fats, only 2% is permitted. That means more than 2% means it is causing the stain. Here iodine in Arachis oil, because the Arachis oil is having unsaturation, it can absorb more amount of the iodine. Okay, how it is prepared? Take the iodine and you take into the Arachis oil in an iodine flask. Iodine flask. Keep it at 50 degrees centigrade. Mix it thoroughly until brown color disappears. Brown color disappears. After that, you add the molten yellow soft paraffin which was heated to a temperature of 40 degrees centigrade. Mix it thoroughly. That is the preparation of the non-staining iodine ointment. We can use human use also, human purpose also, because it is not causing any stain on the skin. Final preparation contains 4.75 to 5.25% of the iodine. Even finally packing also preferably you try to do in a warm container so that it is not settling. Okay, that is the preparation of the non-staining iodine ointment. Emulsification technique. Emulsification, the fourth method of course. Fats, oils and waxes and aqueous solution like this, you divide. You take the ointments formula, divide into two, aqueous ingredients and oil soluble ingredients separately, right? Now you mix all this and heat to a temperature of 70, start melting, right? And you dissolve all ingredients which are soluble in the water and heat the solution to a temperature of 70. Incorporate this solution into molten mass of the fats, with the continuous stirring. Suppose this is at a low temperature, then there is a possibility for separation of the solids. So we want the same temperature, 70 and 70, both at the almost same temperature. Fat soluble substances and aqueous solution should be at the same temperature. Heat separately and mix these two at the same temperature with the continuous stirring. Okay. Here that's the basic principle. The emulsifying agent is required to prepare a stable emulsion. We can use the triethanolamine cerate and cetyl alcohol in the preparation of the OVW emulsions, which are the monovalent soaps. For example, if you are using the vanishing cream, it is having the triethanolamine and stearic acid separately, and it is combining together, it is forming a soap in situ during the preparation. Okay, and this is for the OVW emulsion, the monovalent soaps. And for the W by O water and oil emulsions, we want the divalent soaps like calcium ions. So in the preparation of the W by O emulsion type ointments, we are using the beeswax and divalent calcium ions. This is the preparation of ointments by the emulsification process. Various ointments in this preparation. Emulsifying ointment prepared by the fusion technique. Fusion, that means heating process is involved. Emulsifying wax, liquid paraffin, white soft paraffin is the composition, right? First of all, take the emulsifying wax, start melting at a temperature of about some 50 to 60. Then after that you add the white soft paraffin and mix the ingredients, and finally you add the liquid paraffin. This is the decreasing order of the melting point. First one, emulsifying wax, melt it in the water bath. Take in a beaker and start melting in the water bath. And you add the white soft paraffin and again start here mixing. Reduce the temperature, add the white soft paraffin. And finally you add the liquid paraffin. This is the preparation of the emulsifying ointment. Next one, Whitfield ointment. Take this emulsifying ointment. Here is prepared by the trituration technique. Trituration technique. Only mixing only. Tile and spatula method. Tile and spatula method is simple. Right? Benzoic acid and salicylic acid. These two are present in the Whitfield. Very, very important examination point of view. Whitfield ointment. Right? You benzoic acid, you sieve it through sieve number 120. And you sieve the salicylic acid also to the sieve number 120. Mix these two powders and you add the emulsifying ointment which was prepared here. Right? How do you do it? Take in the tile and spatula method. You take this 6 plus 9 grams of these two powders. To this you add approximately 9 to 10 grams of the emulsifying ointment. Mix it together. It has become approximately 20 grams. You add the 20 grams of the emulsifying remaining portion of the ointment. Like this, slowly you add the remaining portion of the emulsifying ointment. But don't mix everything together at a time. You cannot have the uniform mixing. That is the preparation of the Whitfield ointment. Next one, cetrimide ointment. Here some principle is little different here. Cetrimide is water soluble quaternary ammonium compound and water, these two separately and these three separate. Dissolve cetrimide in water, heat to a high temperature around some 60 to 70. Right? Now you take the cetosinyl alcohol, start heating, melting, and you add the white soft paraffin, mix it together, is also melting. To this molten mass which is at high temperature, you add the liquid paraffin. Here we have the molten mass at high temperature. In the other side, you take the cetrimide in the aqueous solution, add water, dissolve it, you heat to the same temperature, mix these two. This is the preparation of the cetrimide ointment. On cooling, it has become semi-solid mass. Wool alcohol ointment prepared by the fusion technique. Take the wool alcohol, its melting point is 58, and hard paraffin, white soft paraffin, and liquid paraffin. Wool alcohol and hard paraffin, almost the melting point is around some 57 to 58. Right? Mix these two. First of all, take the water bath, keep it at a temperature of 58, and start adding the wool alcohol. It is melting. Now you add the hard paraffin at the same temperature. It has become a molten mass. Reduce the temperature of the water bath. Add the white soft paraffin at a temperature of around some 40 to 45. Mix it thoroughly. To the complete preparation, you add the liquid paraffin. Mix it thoroughly. It has become the wool alcohol ointment prepared by the fusion technique. Evaluation of the ointments. Consistency. You have to find out the consistency of the ointment. Using any viscometer, you can find out. You can study the rheological properties also by using some viscometer like Brookfield viscometer. You can use it. Content uniformity. The drug is uniformly dispersed throughout the ointment base or not. You take a small amount, proceed for the assay. Determination of the percentage purity. Determination of percentage purity. And spreadability. What extent you can spread on the skin surface. And penetration capacity. Depending upon the base. For example, you are using the hydrocarbon base, oleaginous base. Capacity of penetration is very, very less. Only for superficial action only. You are using the PEG base. More amount of the drug is penetrating through the skin. Okay, ointment is both for the skin or mucous membrane also. Depending upon the need, you want the internal action also, proceed for the PEGs. You want only superficial action, proceed for the hydrocarbon bases. And what extent drug is releasing to the skin or mucous membrane. Here, in the most of the cases, skin is the target organ. So what extent it is acting on this one? Okay, these are the various evaluation parameters for the ointments. This is about the ointments preparation and evaluation. Thank you.